Alright, man. VW Darren. We're going to do some VW stuff tonight, I guess. We're going to do a little video for Greg Porter. Wanted to see the flywheel seal process, so I thought I would get the tools out that I use, and we'll go over how we do it. First, we'll start off with the flywheel seals. Now, all these components don't match. They're just for illustration purposes. So we have a empty aluminum case that we'll just be using for demonstration purposes. We have an 8-dowel flywheel here, and we have a 4-dowel crank over there, so obviously it doesn't go together. This is our new seal. I like the red ones. A lot of guys like the black ones. If I send you the gasket kit, it'll be one of these. If you get a Victor seal from AutoZone or like O'Reilly's, it'll be black. The black ones seem to be a little hard to me. Anyway, not to get off subject, this is the O-ring that'll also come in the gasket kit. This O-ring goes in this groove right here. You want to be sure when you take this O-ring out of your flywheel that you clean this surface very good in here. It'll be packed with moly grease, just packed. You'll keep cleaning it and it'll just keep coming out of there. If you can get your hands on some dry moly, I like to put a little dry moly on these O-rings. You don't want to put any kind of sealant in there. It's just to lubricate the O-ring to keep it from chafing the O-ring or breaking. The old O-rings used to come soaked with the graphite on them, and they come just plain now. They have something on them, but if you can get some graphite and put a little extra in there, it'll really help out. Let me put you guys on the stand. Let me get it aimed right, man, or Matt will be on my ass. How's that, Matt? Can you see? Can you see okay? Alright. So this is the flywheel seal tool. Oh, I gotta make sure this is in there because I'll get in trouble. This is the flywheel seal tool that I use, the install tool. It's got the plate that fits the seal. And then this nut would screw into the back of the crank. And as you tightened it, it would draw the seal into the case. And that's why I have the crank over here for you. You know, that's what that tool would thread into, right where the gland nut would go. So that's pretty much it on putting the seal in. If you wanted to set the end play or check it, you know, that's a different procedure. The crank end play is set by the shims that are located, that are going to be behind the seal. So when you pull the seal out of the motor, these seals will be, these shims will be on the crank. There should be 3 of them. You want to take those and clean them and put them off to the side. When you reinstall these, I like to take a little oil and just wipe the oil on them so they have a little bit of lubricant for startup. It's very important that those shims go back in. That's what controls the end play, the thrust of the motor. If you grab the flywheel and you have excessive end play, more than likely it'll be a bearing that's starting to wear on the back shoulder here. And you can adjust the end play with a shim, but it's just it's going to keep beating the bearing out. So hopefully your end play is good, and you just need to put a seal in. You'll need a 36mm socket for the gland nut. This is what the nut will look like when you take your clutch off, your cover plate in 13mm. You want to loosen the pressure plate evenly, crisscross it when you're taking it off. when you reinstall the clutch, you more than likely will need an alignment tool. And the alignment tool has splines on it that go through the clutch disc, and then it has a pilot that lines up into the gland nut. You can do it without that, but it makes it hard on the reinstalling the motor. You probably don't have an old main shaft laying around. If you want one of these, I can send you one. They're a couple bucks at the local Volkswagen store, and they're good to have. If you're putting a clutch on your motor, or you're doing a flywheel seal or any kind of service work, you know, you need one of these pilot tools. So, the other thing I was telling you about was the oil cooler. So I'll show you that next. I have one of these to show you. Of course I do. So we're going to focus on the polka dots. And I hope this is going to come into focus, man. There we go. Looks pretty good. Alright, this is a doghouse oil cooler. I think I watched your video before. I believe this is a style oil cooler that you have. Should be if your motor's original to the car. This bolts on the engine block. It'll be under the fan housing. You'll need to pull the fan housing off to get to this. And it sits on top of the motor just like such. And we'll go ahead and pull that apart. These are the seals that will be between the block and the stand. And then when you pull the stand off the cooler, there's two more seals here. And I left these seals. These are old seals. You can see these seals are hard as a rock. This is how they get very brittle. And this is a new seal. And these seals are very pliable, soft. And what happens is, from the air-cooled motor and the heat cycles, the seal gets hard and you start getting seepage. Now usually you'll see the seepage coming from under your tins, but while you got the motor out doing the flywheel seal, this is a very good idea to change the oil cooler seals, because I almost can guarantee you they're going to be hard. And those will come in the gasket kit. Another thing I want to show you, I just took this apart and it's missing this washer. It's very important. It's obviously not very important because this one was running without it. But if you look at the stand, we got 3 studs. On the short stud, there should be a solid washer that slips on before you put the cooler on. So you have one washer that goes here, your new seals. You slide it back together, flat washer, spring washer, flat washer, spring washer, flat washer, spring washer. And they're 6 mils, 10 millimeter socket. So I hope that covered it. And you know, you can have a little fancy flywheel lock if you want one of those. I can get you one of those, you know, lock flywheel in place while you torque the flywheel down. Flywheel needs to be severely tight. You want a big impact wrench. Should be about 250 foot-pounds. You'd have to refer to the internet for the exact torque spec. I'm not really sure. I just get it good and tight when I do it. And when we do the race motors, we have a chrome molly bar with a socket welded to it. And scooters weighed the same ever since we made the bar, and I think we torqued the race nuts to 500 foot-pounds. You don't need yours that tight, because we use a forged gland nut when we get them that tight. So, what's up, baby?
Hey, I was wondering if I could ask you a huge favor.
What?
Can you drive Haley back up to the skating rink so she can go get her brand new helmet that we left without?
Oh my lord. Yeah, I'll take her in a second.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty. So Greg, hopefully that covered all that good stuff. If not, call me and I'll go over it with you. So I got a little mail today from the Great White North. Oh, let me show it to you. I already found the home for it, of course. Yeah. Down here. Bam. He's watching the fan, making sure it runs. He's the fan god. So anyway, that's cool. Got the fan wired up on a switch now. Got my Paint Pimp sticker. Right there. Looks good. So yeah, Tommy sent me a message a while back. And I don't know. He told me not to take it wrong. Ruff, ruff, ruff. And he was worried about me, you know, my friends taking advantage of me and stuff. And the truth of it is, Tommy, that there's not too many people that take advantage of me. But you know, I've been known to do some stuff for free. And I've been sorry for it before too, but every once in a while you find that person that appreciates it, so it makes it worthwhile. So you're gonna be waiting, you're gonna be walking up there if you keep interrupting me, because I'm making a video. So if you're in a big hurry, just get Mom to take you. If you're in a real big hurry. So anywho, as I was saying, I have to go back to the skating rink because somebody left their helmet up there. But anyway, I know it seems like I give people a lot of stuff and all that stuff, but basically it's networking, and it's building bridges. And you know, everybody that makes a video gives something. So you know, we're all learning from the videos. It's like the college I never went to, you know. We got a new guy making motorcycle videos now, and that's going to be cool to watch. He's getting into the group. I don't remember his site, but he's been watching all our videos. And Tom's World, he's laying down the clear like a pro now, watching the videos. So I guess it helps watching, you know, paint caravans and stuff. It's all technique, I guess. But the thing I'm getting at is it doesn't hurt to give a little bit, you know. Sometimes you get more back than you give. So I didn't take it wrong. It just took me a while to figure out how to answer it. And I know it seems like I'm getting the bone on the bus, but I don't know, I sort of volunteered for it, you know, and the bus will be gone soon enough. And I'm sure, you know, I won't be so quick to do another one. Try to get mine done. Hopefully he has better luck putting his windows in. Better luck than I did. So